Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals.
And now, please welcome...
First pitch coming your way next.
St. Louis Cardinals.
All right, just about set to go. And today's starter, Sonny Gray.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. Yeah, that's in for a strike. And we are underway. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Arenado makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all. Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with
that one ran inside, almost got him. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's fouled away. And that one almost got him. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that's a fair ball.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Michael Busch.
Man at first, and next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. First pitch misses.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. And a foul ball. Two outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. High fly ball out into left center field. Nootbaar right there to make the grab. And that is that. One left for the Cubs. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And getting to start, Shota Imanaga. What do you got on him, Chris?
Boog, one of the keys for him is being able to change speeds. You know, the ball doesn't come from a high angle, so it can be a little flat crossing the zone. He needs to create some deception with his pitches. Maybe pause a bit, slow down, speed up, and force this lineup to guess the timing instead of settling into a consistent rhythm.
And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. And there's a ball. And there's a foul ball. Chop to first. Bush steps on first for the out. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
So now here's the DH, Alec Burleson. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Ball one, no strikes. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now 3-0. 1 out, bases empty. Strike one. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Wilson Contreras stands in now and watches strike one.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Off the plate, and it's 1-2. Burleson, the base runner at first with 1 out. And a good eye there.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two on the way. Chases that one out of the zone. Now 2 away.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next offering way upstairs. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hat settles under it, brings it in, And that will end the inning. The Cards leave one scoreless after one. Back here at Busch Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Swanson, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2015. Swinging a foul out of play. On the ground to short, Wynn. Zips it to first, and a quick out, number one. Here's Nico Horner.
Let's do it, Cardinals.
And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one. Gray, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. The wind of the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Batting seventh, center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
2 outs, base is empty. We see Pete Crow Armstrong now. How about this? Both of his parents are actors. And that's outside. 1-0. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch, execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Second inning here, no score. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, left field. Nootbaar makes the catch, inning over. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan.
Shota back to work. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third, and he held up. And it's even up. That one missed. And a foul ball, he stays alive. He goes down looking.
Batting 6.
Now at the plate, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Batting 7, right fielder, Jordan.
And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's back there. At the wall, can't make the catch, but I think he brought it back. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Pulls that one foul. That's a little bit low. Walker at second with 2 down. That's smashed towards center. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for the Cardinals. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Here's the rookie 3rd baseman, Gage Workman. And takes low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. And that is out of play. That one not close. And the count now even up. And there's a ball. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. Right through there for a strike. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting left fielder Ian Happ.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. Popped out and foul ground first time through. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Fastball for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. As we go to the last of the third. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Ball 2.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Mason Wynn, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time up. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That just misses. 1-1. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. The next pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. That's down and in.
3-2.
Swing and a chopper out to short. In time to Bush. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
Designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
Next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. And that one wrapped foul. Two down, nobody on. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So they make short work of him there. On to inning number 4. We're tied, 0-0. Back here in St. Louis, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Kyle Tucker.
Come on, Cardinals.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
You know, these
0-1
Cubs,
count.
as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it is out of here. And that gives them the lead. It's 1-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's the strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
High fly ball, right field. Walker settles under this one. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Busch.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Michael Busch. Fly to left his first time. And that's outside.
That's a ball.
Tap foul at the plate. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Lined into right. Walker makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Grounded out to short in his first trip. That one fouled off. 0-1 now.
0-1.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go,
Leading
bottom
off for
4.
the
Here comes
Cardinals,
Wilson
First
Contreras.
baseman, Wilson Contreras.
A little bit low.
Ball 1.
And that's ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Contreras at second with nobody out. Fouled off. He was late. And a count 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And that's outside. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swung on, belted. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in from second. It's 1-1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these Cardinals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Liner, base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice line drive to pull side, headed out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Nootbaar will hit next. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage.
On the ground, could be 2. Over to Swanson. He turns it. And a run scores on the double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. And ball 1 to the right fielder. And the 1-0. And a strike on the outside edge. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, out to short. Throws across the diamond, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Cubs 1. We go to the top of the 5th. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Gray back to work. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next offering misses. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. Fly to left his first time. Ball
That's
one
a ball.
there. Just
that's
missed. Horner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Pedro Pajes. He takes over behind the plate after
Now
the injury.
catching. Number 43, Pedro Pajes.
This to third, down the line, and it's foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Sonny Gray checks on the runner. Horner back in on the dive. Two-two now. Good eye in that spot.
That's a really good take.
Gage Workman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at-bat.
Workman up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And a count 1-2. And misses inside. One away with a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Count full.
Miguel Amaya in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. This one in the air, center field. Scott makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. We are tied at 2.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
Here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. Grounded out his first time up. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Amaya measures 6 feet 2 inches, 230 pounds, and he was born in Panama. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. 1-1 now. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
Yep.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one is lifted in the air.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. And Ian swings through.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one drifts inside. That's inside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And it remains 2-2. And downstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Kyle Tucker, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Got him swinging. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
and the
off
batter
for
now,
St.
Pedro
Louis,
Pajes.
Pedro Pajes.
Up and in, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Cards, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
2-2 now. Lifted in the air, right field. Tucker should have it. Puts it away for the out. Then there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder
Victor Scott now at the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Outside low, and a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Just
Ball two.
misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good two-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.